Here's a simple way to avoid payment problems with clients. You need to separate the deliverable from your client's ability to finalize the project on a timely basis. So see if this sounds familiar. You go ahead and do the work and you submit your first draft. And the client might take a week, might take several weeks to get feedback back to you. The problem is that you could be waiting 3, 4, 5 weeks before you invoice the project, or at least the balance due. And now you're tied to the client's ability to give you that feedback before you can close the project out and get your payment. That is a huge, huge mistake, because what if it takes the client 6 weeks to get their act together, to give you that feedback and be able to close the project out? Or 6 months. I had a client one time take 6 months to give me feedback. Are you supposed to wait? Are you supposed to be your client's bank? I don't think so. Here's how you change that. Tie your final payment, whether it's the full amount or the balance due, to when you submit the initial draft. So what I do is I invoice 1 week after I've submitted my initial draft, and then I give the client 15 days. Those specifics don't really matter. You could have 30-day terms. You could invoice a day that you submit your initial draft. The point is, I have now tied my payment, my final payment, to something that's under my control when I submitted my draft. And then if it takes the client a few weeks, a few days, a few months to get back to you, then it doesn't matter, because that invoice is due and hopefully you would have gotten paid. So while we're on the subject, let me also talk about revisions. I strongly recommend that you limit your revision window to 30 days only. And there's a good reason for that. After 30 days, if the client comes back to you with some revision requests, you have to get your head back into that project. And it's difficult to do, right? You've moved on. You're now working on a few other projects with other clients, maybe that same client. Getting back into the project is very challenging. So limit that window to 30 days. And if it's going to take longer, then it should be treated as a change order to be negotiated and priced separately. So 2 things, again, tie your payment to something that's under your control, not your client's ability to get their act together internally and to finalize the project. And 2, limit that revision window to 30 days from submission of your initial draft. These 2 things will drastically lower the probability that you'll have invoices out there forever and you'll become your client's favorite bank. For more tips, strategies, and inspiration to earn more in less time doing work you love for better clients, visit b2blauncher.com.